Hello everyone, good day and welcome to your English class with me, Teacher Nell. And for today, we are now in Unit 5. Unit 5, Daily Activities, Part 1. Alright? So our lesson title is this. Daily activities. Slowly. Daily activities. Activities. Daily activities. This is the Thai translation. So, today will be our reading time. Alright? Reading time. So you will just listen and follow Teacher Nell. Okay. So you will use your book and you have to open it on page 100. All right, 100. Okay, all right, on page 100. So you will just repeat after Teacher Nell. Okay. So grammar, we will just read all the English words and sentences. What time is it? What time is it? It's 6:30. It's 6:30. It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. Let's read it faster. What time is it? It's 6:30. It's time for breakfast. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. It's 6:30. Slowly. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. It's 6:30. Faster. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. It's 6:30. It's time for, again, it's time for breakfast, lunch, dinner, a bath, school, and bed. Okay, so we will connect. Okay, we will connect those. Repeat after Teacher Nell. It's time for breakfast. It's time for lunch. It's time for dinner. It's time for a bath. It's time for school. It's time for bed. Okay, let's read it faster. It's time for breakfast. It's time for lunch. It's time for dinner. It's time for a bath. It's time for school. It's time for bed. Next. I, you, we, they. I, you, we, they. I get up at 6 o'clock. They have breakfast at 7:30. I get up at 6 o'clock. They have breakfast at 7:30. Faster. I, you, we, they. I, you, we, they. I, you, we, they. I get up at 6 o'clock. They have breakfast at 7:30. I get up at 6 o'clock. They have breakfast at 7:30. Good job. Next. He and she, or he or she. He for boy, she for girl. He or she gets up at 6 o'clock. He gets up at 6 o'clock. She gets up at 6 o'clock. Again, he for boy, she for girl. Get and gets. So if you will add s or es, it will be like this. Get, gets. Go, go. So the basic form is get and go. Okay. You will just add s or es to it. Gets, he gets, or he goes, or she gets, or she goes. All right. Next. Okay, it's just a chart, a table for this. I, you, we, they. I, you, we, they get up, have breakfast at 6 o'clock, 7:30. Okay, listen to teacher now. I get up at 6 o'clock. You get up at 6 o'clock. We get up at 6 o'clock. They get up at 6 o'clock. All right. So you will just use this. I, you, we, they get up at 6 o'clock. I, you, we, they have breakfast at 6 o'clock or 7:30. Next. He or she. Sorry, let's go back. So you will just listen to teacher Nell again. He or she gets up at 6 o'clock. He or she has breakfast at 6 o'clock or 7:30. All right. So you will use these pronouns. Next. All right. The you and they. You or they. All right. What time do you go to school? What time do you go to school? Or what time do they go to school? Okay, faster. What time do you go to school? What time do they go to school? So your answer may vary like this. I go to school at 8 o'clock. We go to school at 8 o'clock. They go to school at 6 o'clock. Sorry, 8 o'clock rather. It's too early for 6 o'clock. I, we, and they. Again, faster. What time, for example, what time do you go to school? I go to school at 8 o'clock. What time do they go to school? I or we or they go to school at 8 o'clock. What time do you? You will say I. What time do they? You will say we or they. You, they, I, we, they. Next, he or she. This one is a bit easy. The question is, what time does he or she go to school? He or she goes to school at 8 o'clock. For example, what time does he go to school? He, you will answer, he goes to school at 8 o'clock. Other question, what time does she, girl, go to school? You will answer, she goes to school at 8 o'clock. What time does he? Answer, he goes to school. What time does she, you will answer, she goes to school at 8 o'clock. Okay. Do, I, you, we, and they. You will use do if there's a pronoun. I, you, we, and they. Does, he, she, it. Base form, if it's I, you, we, they. Singular form, does, he, she, and it. All right. Okay, so I will be giving a sample of your activity. You will just write the chart in your notebook. All right, take a picture and send it to teacher now. All right, today you just learn how to read. Okay, they have Thai translation also. If you want to go back, you can just replay this video. All right, or pause. For example, you are watching and then pause. Try to read it. All right. So yeah, that's it for today. It's just a part 1 of daily activities. Next week, we will have our part 2. All right. Thank you for listening. See you in my next video. Bye. Keep safe.